like to wish them best of luck and welcome the rest of your Lincoln Railheads for tonight's halftime performance, sponsored by Illini Bay.
And that's what makes it special. Is it's just different. You just don't see that. You see it. You go on a lot of road games where there's 300 people there without the Railer Nation. So obviously the scoreboards have added a little bit more things. The Jumbotron thing, the band obviously is a big part of that. So everything about Roy S. Anderson is different than most places.
Brady Hayes starts off the third quarter the way he started the game by hitting a three, only this time he got fouled on the three. The foul on the Railers goes against Nolan Hullinger, his second, and not the way you want to start if you're the Railers.
No, not exactly at all. That another three for Hayes, and man, I don't know that I've ever seen a line drive, and he's got a tight. You talk about a tight spiral in a football. That thing is a tight spinner with the basketball, and well, he doesn't have to worry about much rim because he hasn't hardly touched any.
So Hayes hits the free throw, and in the first 30 seconds, the Railers go from up 2 to down 2 on the 4-point play by Hayes. He now has 15 in the contest. Starters on the floor for the Railers: Cannon, Kirby, Bowers, Grunder, and Hullinger.
Again, the Railers without a lot of penetration there, and they're trying to finally. Cannon starts to move toward the basket as it was the pass was tipped away and out of bounds. But the Railers have got to get going north and south right now. We're going bleacher to bleacher.
Isaiah over on the right side. Nolan thought about the three, skip it across to Bryson. Down low on the baseline to Ben. Back on top, Titus. Can he continue his hot shooting? Off to the left side, no good. Rebound by McCombs, tipped away from behind by the Railers. And so Jacksonville will head back this way. Minute gone by in the third with a 2-point lead.
Better ball movement there by the Railers. They got it to the short porch area where Grunder was. Kicked it out to Titus, who's been a hot shooter here so far in the game. So you like your look there in the first possession.
Albers with a wild-looking shot, but it was successful right down the middle of the lane, and Albers lays it up and in. And Jacksonville with a quick 6-0 start here in the half. They're up 28-24. Those are the ones we talk about, Josh, that's just too easy, especially someone like Albers.
Well, and we've talked about a lot where that used to be Block and Bowlby underneath there. They wouldn't have tried to block that shot. They would have taken a charge, and that eliminated a lot of penetration for that Railer team that was so good, because they knew once you got so deep, if you didn't stop and shoot, you were going to get called for a charge.
Nolan Hullinger's three is no good. Brady Hayes' three is left short. I'm not sure if he got fouled, if it was partially blocked by Bryson, but the Railers head down trailing by 4. Cannon over on the right side, ball loose, picked up by Albers. Some sloppy ball handling from the Railers here the past couple possessions.
Yeah, we've talked about our struggles in the third quarter, and it seems like they're back a little bit here tonight.
Nice job by Grunders. He swats it away from McCombs on the far sideline. 5:41 to go, third quarter. Jacksonville scored the first 6 of the game. They've scored the first 6 here in the third. Albers inbounds out to Hayes. White, deep. Missed it off the glass. Rebound to Cannon. I'm not sure if Titus got the rebound or the rebound found Titus. Bounced right to him. Bowers back out to Titus between the circles. Now to Bowers. Titus stops at the top of the key. Down in the corner to Bryson. Bryson fires off a three and hits it.
We got it. We found Kirby, and really the only offense so far here in the third quarter has been that. Just find Kirby in the corner, and he's able to knock down the shot. So about the only first field goal we've had, I think. We've turned the ball over several times on lacking.
White, another deep three. Another foul on Hullinger on a made three. So Nolan picks up his third. Second team foul. White will go to the line for a 4-point play. Well, you don't see too many 4-point opportunities, let alone two in the same quarter, and the same person commit the foul on each one. Yeah,
and as good a shot as he's been shooting from the three-point range, he's going to make that free throw, and that's what White does. And man, it just, I mean, I've seen some good shooters, but these guys, you almost want to put them on closer to the line. It seems like they might be worse.
White makes the free throw, another 4-point play. It's 32-27, and Jacksonville's extended to a 5-point lead. 4:40 to go in the third. Bowers on top to Cannon. On the left side, Isaiah's going to drive in the lane. Kick back out to Bryson. Can he hit another one from deep? He can.
And that's what you got to do. That time Isaiah got into the middle of the lane, was able to kick it out. Kirby, it's really been a 3-point show for most of the game here between the Railers and the Crimsons. It's just might be who hits the most.
32-30. Last four field goals for the Railers have been from three. McComb got fouled by Bacon from about 14 feet. Drew picks up his first, third on the team, and McCombs will go back to the line, shooting two.
Well, you're always told not to foul a jump shooter, and that was pretty evident there. And there's not a lot of times where McCombs is going to get his shot blocked, especially from 15 feet. And he's shown that he can hit the free throws now, 4 of 5 on the night. But not a good play there by Bacon trying to foul a jump shooter, or trying to block the shot on a jump shooter. And he's a little bit tall, a little bit longer arms.
Second one on the way. That one rattled in and out. Isaiah with the rebound, so the Railers down by a Bryson Kirby long one here. 33-30, halfway through the third. Bryson trying to get his feet set for a three, and so they get it to Isaiah. Working back around the left wing to Titus, back now to Bowers. Bowers goes by the defender. High arcing shot as he got by everybody, no good. Hayes with the rebound for Jacksonville. Railers 13-6, Crimsons 12-7. Underneath, and an offensive foul as Hayes barreled into Drew Bacon, who was in the right spot at the right time. Hayes his first on the Crimsons, and Josh, you talked about that a few moments ago. It was a clinic when Bowlby and Block were here on how to take charges.
Yeah,
Bacon did a good job.
Bacon has done a better job of it this year too. Him and Bowers not afraid to step in. I think we've seen Grunder take a couple this year, so it's a factor in the game when you got guys that'll stand in there and take it.
33-30, Crimson's on top by 3. Over to Grunder, 3 on the way, left it short. Rebound going to get it was McCombs. Tracked down now by Albers. Albers will back the dribble out. Front court to Hayes. Hayes on the right side, hands to Skaman. Skaman had it swatted away by Bryson. Ball loose on the floor. Alternating possession, it'll go to the Railers. So good job by Bryson, first knocking it away and then diving on the floor to force the tie-up.
Nice defense, but now the Railers, you got to get something going to the hoop. Something easy here. Get in there, get fouled, get a layup, get a 5-footer, something where we can get an easy shot. Right now, Kirby, the only guy shooting it well here in the second half so far from 3.
3 minutes to go. Third quarter. Railers' deficit is 3.
Yet to get it to anybody in the middle.
There's Titus on the left side. He goes by everybody on the baseline down in the corner. Quickly move it to Grunder at the top of the key. Ben from 16. It's up and good.
Yeah, something other than a 3. Gets the momentum going to the basket.
Grunder now with 4. The Railers have cut it down to 1. Jacksonville in the front court, which means Hayes and White are in range.
As soon as they cross the timeline, they're in range.
Skaman from the baseline, a little 8-footer. That's a tough one, and it got it to go down.
Yeah, anytime they can get points from him, it's a added bonus for the Crimsons, and he's got a couple of them tonight, I think 4.
35-32, back to a three-point game. Grunder lost it a little bit, picked up by McComb. Ball loose. Isaiah was trying to flip it to Bacon, and I think Isaiah thought that Bacon was down low, but he didn't realize that with his back turned, Drew was going after the ball too. There was nobody there. Turnover Railers.
Or just grab it and put it in. You know, he had, once that ball went to the floor, Isaiah was able to grab it and had a clear lane to the hoop.
2:08 to go, 35-32. Crimsons with the lead. Cannon, Grunder, Kirby, Bowers, and Bacon on the floor for the Railers. Bacon and Sloan are the only players who've made it off the Railer bench. Hayes. Hands back to Albers. Under 2 minutes to go. Hayes in the corner. Quick release three on the way is good. I think he was shooting it before he caught it.
Yeah, that was quick. And when you can make him, you know, there's not a lot of high school kids that can make him. When you just, I mean, you talk a lot about catch and shoot, and that was shoot and catch, I think.
38-32, back to a 6-point lead. Cannon near the top of the key. His three rattled out. McCombs had the rebound, but Isaiah tipped it away. Can Ben save it? He can't. Ball back to Jacksonville. 1:23 to go. Crimsons with a 6-point lead. That matches their largest lead of the night. Steal by the Railers. Back to Bryson, left wing three, up and good.
Nice steal by Bowers, so led to a much-needed three for the Railers. They tried to throw it cross court, which I'm not quite understanding why, because they had guys right in front of them open, but a nice anticipation by Bowers. He stepped through, grabbed it. He was going to go to the basket, but then Hayes was there to try and draw the foul, the charge, and then kicked it out to Kirby, who has been basically all the scoring, I think, here in the third quarter.
Bryson has 9 of the 11. He has 15 on the night. And with 1:16 to go in the third, the Railers are down again by just 3. And Josh, as animated as Coach Al was, we've seen that before, and that's more specifically, at least what we've seen over the years, that's addressing something defensively.
Yeah, I think so. It just, well, you know, stats will show that Jacksonville's really shot it well here, especially in the third quarter here with White and Hayes. Maybe he's going over some sort of a last-second play that he's seen them run before this year.
Sloan back in the game for the Railers. Cannon heads to the bench for a rest as we are down to a minute left in the third. 38-35. Been a close one all night. In the lane, Hayes turns from 13. It's up and good. Hayes now with 20 on the night.
To a guy that their radio told us would be a questionable player tonight, to having 20.
Heals pretty quick.
Yeah.
35 seconds to go in the third. Remember, the alternating possession that happened earlier in the quarter means that Jacksonville will start the fourth with the basketball, so Lincoln needs points on this possession. Bacon on the left side to Kirby, 20 seconds to go. Bryson holding, watched by Skaman. Far side to Bacon. Bacon will hand now to Sloan as we tick down to 10 seconds. Tate at the timeline, watched by White. Over to Bacon. We're down to 5. High post to Isaiah. Over to Bryson. High arcing three. Rolls no good. Ball loose. And it will not get another shot up for the Railers. The end of 3. Jacksonville back on top. Up 40-35. Back for the fourth in a moment. You're listening to Lincoln Railer Basketball. Starting the fourth quarter of a close one here at Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium in Lincoln. Jacksonville with the basketball. They've got a 40-35 lead over the Railers. Game that's featured 17 made threes already, 9 of those coming from the Railers. And I don't expect anything to change. I'm pretty sure we're going to see a few more from long range.
Whoa.
There's another one from long range. Rebound comes out. Bounces down to Albers. Lob play. Nice catch by Hayes underneath. Flips it up off the glass. Good athletic move. Hayes now with 22.
No question. Super athlete. Plus he's 6'4", about 200 pounds. I mean, it's you talk about a quarterback.
Underneath Isaiah, they swing it around quickly to Grunder in the right corner. His three is long. Rebound comes down to Skaman. And now with a 7-point lead in the basketball, Jacksonville looks to extend possibly to double figures on the lead. McCombs from the baseline rattles one good. It's an 11-3 run for Jacksonville. It's got them up 44-35, under 7 minutes to go. Grunder looks to go baseline, in the lane, weaving in and out, gets it to Bacon. Bacon had it swatted away, but a foul called on Jacksonville, and I think Coach Cameron thought that maybe Drew might have taken a couple extra steps.
Yeah, I thought, and Grunder did a nice job of getting right to the middle of the lane, but he's got to shoot that ball. He threw it to Bacon, who was underneath the hoop behind the backboard. Grunder had a lot better opportunity.
And Bryson went to do a shot fake, and when he stepped back, the official right there on the play said that Bryson stepped on the sideline. So a big turnover by the Railers, as it's a 9-point deficit, 6:40 to go in the game. Albers picked up his dribble now to White. Long three on the way, that's way long. Rebound on the floor, picked up by Hayes. Swatted away into the hands of White. 17-footer off the glass.
Close.
That's no good. Hayes comes in with a rebound off the glass and good.
Yeah, now they're just out hustling the Railers, and they really just Hayes.
46-35. Isaiah's jumper from about 16. That's no good. Rebound to Jacksonville. 6 minutes to go. Railers are down by 11. And it's thrown away. White thought that Albers was going to be there, so thank you, Jacksonville.
Yeah, and the Railers got to have a score here. We've gone a pretty good drought. If Kirby hasn't hit 3, we haven't scored much here in the second half.
Under 6 to go. Cannon on the right side to Grunder. Down low to Bacon. Bacon looks to make a move on the baseline, flips it out to Titus. Nice catch by Cannon. Bryson clears himself. 3 on the way. Rolled off, no good. Cannon the rebound for the Railers.
Yeah, we got to when
underneath, and Drew wide open. Pass a little too hard. Went off Bacon's hands. Out of bounds. Timeout taken by Jacksonville. They're taking time. We'll take it with them. 5:39 to go here at Roy S. Anderson in the fourth. Crimson's on top, 46-35. You're listening to Lincoln Railer basketball. Along with Josh Komnick, Jeff Benjamin with you. 5:39 to go. As our astute video technician Lloyd Kirby pointed out, not only did Jacksonville score the first 6 in the first quarter and the third quarter, they've done so here again in the fourth quarter.
Good start to quarters for the Crimsons and not for the Railers. So again, the Railers down 11 here and had a chance to cut in that lead, but couldn't hang on to it.
Nice job by Drew tipping it away. It'll stay with the Crimsons. 17 threes, as we said, made here tonight.
And you can imagine my sophomore year in the triple overtime game, we made 18 as a team.
That was the Lanphier game, right?
18 of 51, I believe.
Some say there was a 19th made.
There was. It was good, too. It was good, and then there's a tip that was good, too, but they didn't call it that way.
White. Now, see, that shows a little bit of senior leadership. That's an offensive foul as Albers dipped his shoulder.
He's kind of been doing that a lot of the game.
And pushed off with his forearm.
I thought he'd been doing a really good job of using his body, and that time he extended that arm off a little bit. And obviously that's become a call that's they call it really easily call anymore. It's probably a lot of acting and a little bit of shove off. But if you're a Railer fan, you'll definitely take that.
Grunder looks to go baseline, dribbles in, tries to hand to Bacon, but a foul's whistled on Jacksonville. And that foul for the Crimsons, I believe, is going to go on McCombs. That'll be his second, fourth on the team. And I think you're looking at a time here where we can't afford too many more empty trips.
No, you got to get scores. It's going to have to be, I mean, it really looks like only Kirby's the guy that's been looking to fire. Bryson
thought about it, then took it, and then missed it badly off the right side. Isaiah with the rebound. Back out to Bacon. Drew fires it up off the glass. That's no good. And there's McCombs with the rebound for Jacksonville. They try to get it to McCombs. Ball loose. Isaiah the steal. Up to Drew. Off the glass and good. Maybe that'll get us started. First points of the quarter for the Railers. 4:30 to go. Hayes along three. That's off, no good. Bowers the rebound.
Go to the basket.
Railers look to push. Isaiah foul is going to be called on Jacksonville in a reach. And if that's on James White, I believe that'll be 4 on him. Foul on White. That's his 4th. 15 foul, 4:24 to go.
Well, we did a good job defensively, but holding that 11-point, now a 9-point lead, and we got the steal and the ball. So another big score.
Cannon for 3. Yes. 46-40.
Get it.
Ball out of bounds. Last touch by by Lincoln. It'll go to Jacksonville. 46-40, 4:13 to go. Into Hayes. Over on the right side to Skaman. Timeout taken by Jacksonville.
It'll be a
30-second timeout, so again we keep it here. Josh, 4:08 to go. Well, what was an 11-point deficit, 2 quick trips down the court. Railers have cut it to 6, and the thing that gets me is we've had a lot of opportunities underneath with rebounds and loose balls where 2 and 3 feet from the basket, we're not looking to score, we're looking to kick it out.
Yeah, Isaiah had a nice offensive rebound just a possession or two ago, and as you said, kicked it back out and really looked like he had a chance to put it up and in from there. So, you know, you get scared, I guess, a little bit of McCombs, the size inside, but man, when you get an opportunity like that right next to the basket, you've got to make something happen, up and under, get a shot fake, or just try your luck. Isaiah's too good, too strong, too athletic underneath to worry about that.
In the contest for Jacksonville is 6'3" junior Will Peak, and he just double dribbled, so hasn't been seeing much game action here tonight. He gets in, and this Railer defense forces a turnover. Railers can draw even closer as we're halfway through the 4th, 46-40.
Yeah, that time Bacon's catching at the free throw, and he's got to catch and face and look for that shot.
Isaiah back out to Titus. Quick ball movement over to Grunder from the right side. 3 is good.
Well, he was ready. Ben was clapping for it. He wanted the shot, or the pass, and he got it. He got the shot, and it went up and in. So a nice, confident shots here. Good, that's a steal.
Cannon over to Bryson. Bryson back to Grunder. And then we've got a foul called before the shot. And we had just talked about it, Josh, about that very play where 2 players at least had a shot within 5 feet and didn't take it.
Yeah, and that's too close to be passing that many times. There's defense coming. There's not a lot of room under there, and how they got those passes to get in there, I don't know. But the Railers were able to grab it, and nobody wanted to shoot it. And they were, Kirby had an easy layup. I thought again, when you're not accustomed to doing things like that, you don't like to shoot. I thought Titus should have went right in and shot the layup. Go in and get fouled or make the layup.
That foul was on Albers. It's his 3rd, 6th on the team, so the Railers will be shooting free throws. Next foul, 3:20 to go. Lincoln with the basketball. They trail by just 3, 46-43.
Yeah, really just a matchup zone now by Jacksonville. They've come out on the shooters. They've kind of matched up on Bacon.
Grunder in the lane is good.
Yeah, nice little hesitation there by Grunder. Got into about 10 feet away. Shot fake, got his guy up in the air and hit the 10-footer. So nice little stretch by Grunder.
Railers with 10 in a row. They've cut it to 1, 46-45. 2:50 to go. And then a foul is going to be whistled on Bryson as he almost had the takeaway from White. No real foul trouble for the Railers. That's the 15th foul. Bryson with his 2nd.
Yeah, you like to see the Railers start to move up that defense a little bit, and you see the Lincoln a little more active. Let's see.
Foul's going to be whistled on Drew Bacon as they tried to get it into McCombs, and Drew just reached out and grabbed McCombs to try and keep him from getting it.
Yeah, he's not going to do anything from there. Don't deny him the basketball. Just stay back on him. He's 18 feet from the hoop, and you're right on him. So
2:45 to go. Albers down the lane, kicks it over to McCombs, and his layup won't go. Rebound, fought for, and I think they got Bacon on the rebounding foul as he and McCombs were both fighting for it. 2:43 to go. It'll be 2 shots for McCombs for Jacksonville. Bacon now with his third. McCombs 4 of 6 from the line tonight. He has 6 points on the night. First one for the Jacksonville senior. It's on the way, and it will bounce off the back of the rim. No good.
Well, we got the right guy at the line now. The Railers, we got to make sure you rebound here. Make sure you know who the shooter is. You got Hayes on one side, who's a tough rebounder, and of course McCombs at the free throw line. You got the simple thing of knowing who's taking the shooter.
Free throw is good. 47-45. Railers down by 2. Grunder on the right wing. Back to Cannon. Cannon near side to Bowers. Kirby on the left wing. Back on top to Titus at the timeline. Now back right side to Grunder in front of the Railer bench. Then into Drew in the lane. Dribbles back out to Titus. Titus brings it around to the right side. Now he's picked up his dribble. They find the corner to Bowers.
Now you're the Railers. Who wants that shot? You know, who wants that shot that can put you up, can tie you?
Titus thought about it. He'll take it. Off the left side, no good, and McComb high for a one-handed rebound.
Yeah, anytime you hesitate on the first try, it's not probably not a good idea to shoot it again. Titus hesitated on the shot, had it open, and he's hit a few of them tonight, but then hesitated, took a couple dribbles in, and then missed it. 1:50
to go. Hayes in the lane, flips it up high off the glass. No, Isaiah with a big rebound in front of McCombs.
Boy, do you. Minute 40 now, 47-45. The Railers with the basketball, just down 2.
Isaiah. Now to Bacon, over to Grunder on the right side. Boy, you just feel if they could get Bryson an open look.
Yeah, and right now the Railers just really stagnant. I don't know if it's fatigue or what, but a lot of standing and watching. I don't know if the coach has got 3 timeouts left. I don't know if he wants to use one here to kind of refocus them a little bit.
And a foul is going to be whistled on Skaman as he tried to cut Bowers off going baseline. Second on Skaman, 7th on the team. And now the Railers will try and tie this one up at the line as Isaiah will be shooting 1 and bonus. Railers have only been to the line twice tonight. Bacon hit both of them. Isaiah's free throw is on the way. It's up and good. Isaiah now with 4. 47-46. Railers were down by 11. This free throw, they made it all the way back. They've tied it.
You hear the one time from the old mayor of Lincoln, Mr. Cazzardo, as he's done for 60-plus years probably.
Tied at 47. Over to White. Back on top to Albers.
Don't foul here, Railers. Be aggressive, but don't foul. You're getting real close.
We're down to a minute. White in the lane. No. Tip by McCombs. No. Rebound to Bacon. Railers the basketball. We're tied at 47. 47 seconds to go.
Of course, you like to hold for one. Coach with the luxury of 3 timeouts left. So if they get in any trouble, you've got to know that you've got that timeout to use.
Titus Cannon honing on the dribble at the timeline.
Jacksonville, is going to let us hold it here, it looks like, as they've come back, and I think Titus will.
Oh! Titus threw it to Isaiah in front of the scorer's bench and went right through Bauer's hands. Turnover will give it back to Jacksonville with 26.1 to go. They're taking time. We will take it with them. Tied at 47, under 30 seconds to go. Back in a moment with Lincoln Railer basketball. Back at Roy S. Anderson along with Josh Komnick. Jeff Benjamin with you. 26.1 to go in the fourth. Tied at 47. Oh, that one hurts.
Accidents happen, and you got to find a way to make up for them here. So the Railers got to play good, sound defense. Yes, the Railers, or Jacksonville is in the bonus. So good, strong, aggressive defense, but yet don't pick up a stupid foul.
Imagine if Jacksonville thinks of holding for the last shot. They wait till about 5 or 6 and see if McCombs
traveled.
Oh,
Call a travel!
Boy, the Railer defense had a great trap set there, Josh.
Yeah, he traveled. Brady Hayes moved his pivot foot as he was getting ready to pass the basketball, and the ref forgot to watch the feet.
So now we're down to 18.1, and we're going to say is, if you're Jacksonville, do you take it with about 5 or 6 if you're able to hold it, make it? You just see if you can play defense against the Railers, but if you miss, you know you've got the conference's rebounding leader underneath to try and clean it up.
Yeah, you better make it a point if you're in that huddle right now to tell the guys to box out and rebound. You've got to have this, as you said, big-time rebounder underneath. He's got 13, right at his average of 12. So you got to find a body. You don't want to tip in, and you got to think Hayes or White's probably going to shoot it.
So with 18.1 to go, Crimsons will inbound on the near sideline. Tied at 47. Albers to inbound. Back now to Hayes. Hayes into the front court. Down to 10. It's probably going to stay in his hands. Hayes drives in. 15-footer is good. Timeout Lincoln. Hayes from 15 makes it. 49-47 with 4.6 seconds to go. Well, I guess the good thing is that with them taking it early, planning for a possible rebound to McCombs, Josh, 4.5 seconds is a lot of time.
Yeah, you can cover a lot of ground, and the good thing is you've got time to get it to half court and call another timeout if you need to. Obviously, you got more sets from that area to get a shot off. And you don't think probably it's going to be man-to-man pressure, so you're not going to get the home run pass to go. You may see some sort of a long pass, but you might see Combs right on the ball too, right on the guy that's taking the ball out of bounds with that big size, the long arms, trying to make the Railers throw a high pass and nothing with a lot of speed on it.
Bacon, Grunder, Cannon, Kirby, Bowers on the floor for the Railers. Hayes, Albers, Skaman, White, and McCombs for Jacksonville. 4.6 to go. Railers down 2. Here we go. Isaiah gets it into Titus. Titus over to Isaiah. Isaiah cross half court. It's on the way. Off the backboard and no good. And Jacksonville comes away with the 2-point win. Final 49-47. Jacksonville with the victory. Railers fall to 13-7, 7-3 in the conference. Jacksonville now 13-7, 6-5 in conference play. The final, Jacksonville 49, Lincoln 47. We'll be back with the Josh Komnick Brown Incorporated and Snyder Chiropractic Center postgame show in a moment. You're listening to Lincoln Railer Basketball. Joined now by Lincoln coach Neil Alexander. And coach, this game was close throughout. Jacksonville was able to build an 11-point lead in the fourth quarter. Railers hung in there, got some threes to go down, got some shots to fall, tied it. But in the end, it was the guy who had the biggest night of all, Brady Hayes in 26. He hit the big shot with 4.5 to go to give him the win.
Yeah, you know, it was we found ways to give the ball game away. You know, we didn't come out with the fire that I thought we had the first half, especially the first 3 or 4 minutes of the second half, and let them run off about 8 straight points before we basically even had the ball. And then, you know, you got to make plays at the end, but you got to be proud of the kids because they could have given up. We were down 11 with a little over 4 minutes to go and had the ball, chance to win, but you know, if you fought that hard to get back, you got to be able to have a chance to win it.
Well, you kind of saw the defense, Coach. You saw the back started to anticipate a few passes. They were able to pick off a little bit more. The defense was moved up a little more, pressuring their guards in order to throw some of those bad passes. And as you said, the runs that Jacksonville had, especially I think Jeff had it in the first quarter. They went on the 6-0 run. To open the second quarter, they went on a 6-0 run. Then the fourth quarter was another 6-0 run. If you can limit that, you've got obviously a little bit better and not quite of a hill to climb.
No doubt. You know, you can't come out soft, and we come out soft to start the halves or the quarters, and you know, that's where they hurt us. And you know, then you have to be able to finish the basketball game. And you know, the worst thing that should have happened, we should have had an overtime.
Coach, coming into the night, I'm pretty sure that in the locker room before the game, their three-point shooting prowess was discussed. And Josh talked about when you hear someone can make it from deep, maybe there's a difference of what people determine to be deep, but White and Hayes, once they cross half court, they are in range, and they're not just throwing it up hoping it's going in. They look very comfortable with those long-range shots.
Well, you know, yeah, and you know, we just kind of sat there and waved at them for a while, and you know, we let Hayes catch the first pass and hit a three, where you can't let somebody like that even hit their first shot or even get a shot. Make it tough for him to find a shot. And, you know, we just let him one pass and boom, he you know, nails a three. And, you know, you can't win basketball games like that when you're playing good shooters like that. Those shooters, you know, they're good shooters. They are different kinds of shooters than what we faced Tuesday night, to where, you know, those guys could shoot Tuesday night or Wednesday night, but they could drive you. Mm-hmm. These guys, not good drivers. You know, you just make them put the ball on the floor because they're not good shooters. And when they were able to catch the ball and up and shoot, you know, they made the baskets.
Yeah, Coach, and you know, there's nothing. I thought the defense was pretty good. As you just don't think that those guys are going to continue to make them from that deep and be as consistent as they were. But you lose by 2 here, and then you've got another one already tomorrow to worry about in Eisenhower, who's you know, very athletic and very good and can beat anybody on any night.
Yeah, they're really good. You know, they're going to pressure and do things, and you know, I don't think they're definitely not the shooters that the last 2 teams have, but they're much more athletic, and you know, they can get to the basket. They're going to rebound the ball, and they're going to pressure you. So you know, we have to be able to handle and make some things go.
Coach, we always talk about how when the Railers are really at their best, they're very unselfish. Tonight seemed like, even especially in the second half, maybe a little too much unselfish, because it seemed like the Railers had a number of opportunities within 5 feet of the basket and just didn't convert.
Yeah, well, you know, the big kid in the middle makes you think a little bit, and you know, we are also not good shooters off the dribble, and that's how we were getting into the paint. And we are a good catch and shoot team, and those are things that we constantly work on. You know, is trying to be able to shoot off the dribble, but you know, we'll take those, but we missed some easy ones too.
Coach, as Josh talked about, all the Central State 8 teams outside the city schools will be down at Rochester tomorrow night. Railers, I believe, have the middle game that starts at 6:30. The sophomores will play at 5 across the way, the parking lot. So if somebody's in the mood for some good evening of basketball, there's 3 games down in Rochester tomorrow night. Of course, the Railers will be taking on an Eisenhower team that has already gotten the Railers once this year down in Collinsville.
Yeah, you know, and they're very athletic, and I don't know what they did tonight, but, you know, if we won tonight and they won, it would have been the championship game tomorrow. And, you know, we have to be able to think, you know, this here you kind of set up as a regional type thing. It kind of practices for a regional. And you're going to win these games. If you're going to win a regional, you got to win these games. This is a semifinal game to get to the championship game. And, you know, we didn't get the job done. And those things, you know, as a coach, you worry about those things.
All right, Coach, we will let you go. Railers in their 4-game and 5-day trip tomorrow down in Rochester, taking on Eisenhower. See if they can bounce back from this one and get back in the win column against the Panthers of Eisenhower. And again, that's down in Rochester tomorrow, starting at 6:30.
Yeah, you know, it's a good place, and hopefully people will come down and watch us play. So, again, the sophomores play at 5 in the high school gym, and, you know, we'll play in their new athletic center at 6:30.
All right, Coach, we'll see you tomorrow down in Rochester.
Okay.
Railers fall tonight by 2, 49-47. We'll wrap it up in a moment. You're listening to Lincoln Railer Basketball.
Lincoln Railer Basketball on WLCN 96.3 and streaming live at WLCNonline.com is brought to you by Shelter Insurance Agent Corey Leonard, AAA Window Siding and Doors, The Carpet House, Lincoln Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Lincoln IGA, Fifth Street Food Mart, Timbercrest Veterinary Service, the Lincoln Park District, Rick Ham State Farm Insurance, Lincoln Heating and Cooling, Lincoln Printers, Memorial Sports Care at Abraham Lincoln Memorial Hospital, Lincoln College, Stacy's Family Pharmacy, Community Action Partnership of Central Illinois, Grau Incorporated, Schneider Chiropractic, St. Clara's Manor, Eaton Corporation, Jim Examus Ford Lincoln, Bright Ideas Screen Printing and Embroidery, Headline Salon LLC, Citizens to elect Kevin Bateman for Lincoln Mayor, Family Custom Cleaners, Laundry, Tanning and U-Haul, Denise Costello Salon at 416 Holly Drive, Gary's Drywall, Finishing, Painting and Power Washing, Connect Construction, Lincoln Dare, AG Farms, and by Stuffed Pizza.